Predict the future, but don't be too sure. It's Rhyme and Reason 916.
Here's your rhyme and reason. Oh, yeah.
Hey there, Tony here, and I know I told you there in the opening to predict the future, but don't be too sure. But I can be sure. I can predict people will still be living on Earth 1,000 years from now. Yep, I can predict that future. And that prediction includes their ability to drink water, eat real food, and breathe fresh air. Wow, how's that for a prediction? And that's right, I can predict the future. But just because I can predict the future like that, it doesn't mean all that much. I'm not a prediction savant, and I don't play one on YouTube. So just because I can predict the future with confidence, that still doesn't mean I think I know it all. And I knew that's what you were thinking about me just now, so don't try to say you weren't. Yeah, I'm what you might call a prognosticating magician. Come to think of it, you probably wouldn't call me that at all. Anyway, given enough time, I think that's what you'd call me. At least once you discover some of my secrets of diversion. Anyway, someone else long before me shared some predictions about how long this planet could last. And when you consider how accurate that source has been time after time after time, there's no point in doubting the accuracy of any so-called future talk. No, we know that any future talk in this book is true. So I've shared what I've shared up to this point to point out how outrageous the end of civilization claims really are. And in recent years, as they've attempted to predict a dystopian future, those claims have gotten increasingly stupid. I hope you've noticed that. And they reveal who the control freaks are. Well, here's the good news. They're just clanging brass clowns, and they're just provisional passing puppets. And in the long run, which is eternity, their message will vaporize. But they do have to get their 15 minutes of fame, and so they get it right now. I hope they enjoy it, because it's going to be very fleeting. And as they slither through their slogan-filled sleepwalk, we can focus on things that are pure and praiseworthy. Paul said it like this, and I'm quoting him from his letter to the Philippians. Paul said, "Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue and if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. The things which you learned and received and heard and saw in me, these do, and the God of peace will be with you." I don't know about you, but I'm mighty thankful and grateful that the God of peace is with me. I hope he's with you. I wrote a little thing to those naysayers who want to slither through their slogan-filled sleepwalk. A little something I call, "We know. Chicken little, that old darn sky just won't fall." But I guess that doesn't matter as long as they can fool us all into thinking that the climate is an enemy we've made just by breathing and by living. It's a heat wave masquerade. But discerners don't believe it. Yes, we know where truth is found, and we know the sky will not fall and the earth will spin around for as long as God determines. He has made that point quite clear. So, go spout your hoaxes elsewhere. Earth will still be fine next year. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Rhyme and Reason podcast, brought to you as always by TonyFunderburk.com. That's my favorite sponsor. My only sponsor, TonyFunderburk.com. You should go over there if you haven't already and put your name and email address in there. I think it might only ask you for your email address. You do that, and I'm going to send you some complimentary, also known as free, goodies right away. It's music, a book, it's some cool things, fun things for kids. I think you'll get a kick out of it. Until next time, don't forget, always remember, Tony reminding you that life has rhyme and reason because God made you.